This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. The content creator on YouTube, in voluntary cooperation with the Ghost of the Kitchen Gadget Curse, the Mean Friends Twizzlers Network, the Marmalade Club, and Tiger's Pants on the global network of YouTube, has developed this system to keep you informed of breaking news in the event of an emergency. Please don't panic. There is no reason to buy up all the toilet paper. Please refer to Eddie's Bidet for alternatives. We have officially crossed 4,000 watch hours on this 911th day of broadcasting from this channel. Please proceed with jubilant cheers and virtual fist bumps. We did it. You did it. Although we are outside the window of the 4th of July Protection Act, please refrain from the use of fireworks. This concludes this test of the emergency broadcast system. Stirry stir, you crazy mofos.
Hey, Munchie Mafia. Happy Sunday and welcome to my quirky ass 126-year-old kitchen in the shadows of Mount Rainier. Yes, some celebration is in order. We finally made it to the 4,000. So now I don't have to harass poor Eddie and Jerry and Gary any longer, obsessing over the watch hours twice a day, every day for I don't know how long. Probably since I lost my job. But anyway, thank you all so much for supporting this channel, and a special thank you to Timmy and Tiger and Captain Brian and Greg Johnson and Caro and Victoria. And of course also Simon and Katie, our two newest moderators to Munchie Mafia. And of course Jerry, Eddie, and Gary. Tonight we are making a Depression era meal that withstood the test of time. It's still being served in school lunch programs and in homes all across America, as well as nursing homes. And that's the lowly little sloppy Joe. So we're going to learn how to make that from scratch, totally from scratch, without ketchup even. So we got a total of 9 people in chat. Thank you so much, Steve, for the super. Muchos gracias. And thank you, Jan, for the super as well. And we've got in here Sarah Presswood, the Stock Explorer, Sleeper Barbecue Grills to Gills, Butler Family Farm, Tiger, High Plains Camper, Greg Johnson, Simply Jan Homestead, Simply Debbie Sue, Yes I Can Barbecue, Webb's Web is also here, and Ace Howdy, and let's see here, who else do we have? I'm trying to go down the list. Da Moose Barbecue is also here. Penny Ortiz 59, Double Dog, Oorah, and I think I've gotten to the top of the list so far. Belt Loop 29 was in at the very beginning, like 1 o'clock this afternoon, but I think he's probably at work. So I hope he's having a good day today. And thank you, Brutus. Anyway, so let's get to it.
Gather round the campfire, my friends. Come closer, gather round, my friends. I need to tell you a story. It was a dark and stormy night. The rain fell upon the old tin roof, making a rat-a-tat-tat-tat heartbeat that echoed down the lonely corridor. Outside the wind whipped down the cobblestone street as it created creaky scratches from the old rose bushes scratching at the window pane. Oh, rat-a-tat-tat. Oh, sister, sister, the ghost is getting restless. He's demanding a sacrifice. Give him the gambling dirt.
At the end of the road there lies a dark secret, deep within the shadows of Mount Rainier.
A kitchen witch lives in a creepy historic farmhouse where the Munchie Mafia meets every Sunday night, where they watch for the telltale signs of the kitchen ghost of kitchen gadgets past. Ghosts of the kitchen comes out to play as he faint glow floats from the spooky cauldron where CB casts her attention in barely audible whispers of ancient kitchen magic with the stir of the mystical it's Potlucks also whispers her spell upon the sisters bubbling boo.
Did you hear that? Well, did you?
Did you hear that?
Did you see that ghostly hand?
Oh, Latoria, it's a pesky ghost again. Lock up your kitchen toys, dear sister. Oh, my God, it's gonna get ya. The curse is coming for the new blender. Oh, my God,
It's gonna
get ya. The curse is coming for the new blender. Oh, sister, sister, oh my, Latoria, say goodbye to the new blender. Oh, did you see that?
Well,
Did you see that?
did you see that ghostly hand?
Oh my, Latoria, say goodbye to the new blender.
Did you see that hand? Did you see that ghostly hand? Oh, Latoria,
It's that wicked, wicked ghost again, dear sister. Oh, my God, that hand is reaching for the new blender.
Dash of love here.
a tiny pinch of passion there, a little bubble, a blender full of toil and trouble. Make tiger's pants disappear. Hashtag blame tiger on the double. Ooh, Donna, do
Crazy mofos. Do.
Okay, so we also have Cindy Dogwood Cottage is also in. Sonal is nature. Hey, Sonal. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. And Arlene 1010 is also here, as well as Mike's Adventure Sparks. We now have 25 people in chat. So let's get this party started, right? Okay, so I'm cooking several days worth. And that way I don't have to deal with a whole lot this upcoming week. Should last us till probably Wednesday. Got a lot of doctor's appointments coming up, so it's just easier to just, cook a whole week's worth of food and just call it a day, So let's see if we could try to make it into the pot. My God, I'm so spastic today. It's not even funny. Okay, so there we have that. I'm going to put it into the sauteuse pan. We're going to get this all started. So this is 3 pounds of ground beef. This is 80-20. Because the other stuff is like $40 for half the half the amount. I don't know what beef prices are like over in your neck of the woods, but it's getting pretty damned expensive out there. Oh, dear God, why? Sorry, Josh. I can't talk to you right now. Hey, Shade Tree. Welcome. All right, so while that's doing its thing, we're going to make just a basic biatch pea salad. And it's just one bag of frozen peas, preferably defrosted, or at least halfway defrosted. I didn't have time to defrost it because I ran out and went to the store and figured, it'll be done by the time that I get around to this. What we're also going to need is some bacon. So in the other pan that I've got going, we're going to pop that onto the burner and get that all nice and fat and sassy with some heat, because we definitely need that. And I hear some sizzling happening. Let's just poke it around just to make sure that, you know, every bit of that bottom surface is covered, so we can get some browning action on that meat. All right, so next, in the green peas, we're going to take one whole bundle of just the green parts, except for we're not going to put all of the bundle in there. We're going to put leave some of it for our baked potatoes, because I got some big ass baked potatoes in there. It's like, I think they're about a pound each. It's just nuts. I've never seen potatoes that big. Hey, David Bennett, welcome. And in case y'all that just recently came in didn't hear, last night around midnight, I went to look at the numbers before I went to bed, and lo and behold, we hit 4,000 last night at rollover. So I'm excited. Yay! All right, so blue cheese crumbles. If you don't like blue cheese, or if you're allergic to penicillin, you can always put cheddar cheese in it. It's just fine. Or if you just don't eat cheese at all, don't put it in there. You can put something else in there that's like some water chestnuts or something. So we've got all that going on in there. This is getting all nice and happy on the stove. And just some basic mayonnaise. It's just a very basic salad. It's not anything really to write home about. What really adds to the flavor is the blue cheese and the bacon. So I'm just gonna give it a smidge of mayonnaise, not too much. I don't like mine overly mayonnaisey. And then, let's see, do I still have some in here? I'm always afraid to open this damn cupboard because everything's just gonna blow out and land all over me. Oh, there we go. Oh God, that was a tough reach. Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning powder, about 2 tablespoons worth. Of course, this stuff is all nice and hard, so put the lid back on and give it a bang on the counter. Just bang it. Sprinkle. You can buy these big containers at like Costco or Sam's Club. They're nice to have because it can add a lot of flavor to a lot of things that's generally very bland, like mayonnaise. But it's not supposed to be overly ranchy, unless you like it overly ranchy. Use your own discretion, man. All right. So we're just going to toss that together. And we're going to swing around and go take a look at the stove. Hey, Traveling Whitcombs. Welcome. All right. You can also add other things to add color to it, like red onions. You can put some bell pepper in there, but I'm saving my bell pepper for the sloppy joes. So what we're also going to be using for those is also going to be some sweet onion. It's just white onion and white onion, sweet white onion, Vidalias, and some red bell pepper. Now these are optional. If you don't like those sort of things, it's okay. You don't have to put it in there because it's all about what you want in your food. I'm just showing you how we do it here at our house. And some people use just barbecue sauce and call it a day, but that's not the traditional Depression era blue plate special that everybody's accustomed to. Alright, let's give our bacon a little bit of a tossy toss as best as I possibly can. I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt, so I'm not going to be tossing anything because I learned my lesson the last time. Ended up getting bacon grease spatter burns all over my chest. Just like a week before I had to have breast surgery. And they ended up canceling my surgery and said, reschedule when it's fully healed. And it's like, oh, great, thanks a lot. Okay, so now we're going to add the onion in there. Whoops. And the bell pepper in there as well. Get in there. Alright. We're just going to let this do its thing. Let's see how everybody's doing so far. Hey, there's Whistle Stop Homestead and Miss Taro D. Welcome! This isn't the official 4,000 watch hour celebration. We're saving that for the super uncursed birthday. We're going to be doing some games and prizes and all sorts of other stuff. So you'll have to check that out. That's going to be running from the 31st all the way through the weekend. And we'll be ending the super uncursed birthday marathon with a cook, a live cook, probably outside. Shoulder's just shoulder. I'll do a big update on that on Tuesday on my way home from the surgeon's office. I just don't want to talk about it right now because I'm just all psyched out over the fact that we finally hit the 4,000. Hello, Simple Happy Life, and Drunken Chef Barbecue is also here. So is Todd Saw. And Katie's Kitchen is also here. Hello. And again, thank you all, everybody that has helped us to get to this 4,000 milestone. I'm sure that Jerry and Eddie and Gary are like, thank God we don't have to listen to that anymore. And Tiger's like, ha, you guys are suckers. At least it wasn't me anymore. So, I'm sorry about being so neurotic about it. It's just been crazy. It's been a crazy ride. 911 days. Okay, so I'm gonna look for something here real quick. Alright. While this is all going, we're gonna do the other thing that we're going to be adding to it, and that's ambrosia. Does everybody know what ambrosia is? Ambrosia is, one of those sort of things that's just kind of, you either love it or you hate it, but it's been around for ages. Ages and ages and ages. Hey, Bear Butler. Welcome. So, go back over here to the table for a second. For uno momento, por favor. And get a couple bananas. What I have in this crock is a crock of fruit. Now, it's one whole jar of drained whole maraschino cherries without stems, 1 can of very cherry canned fruit, and then 1 can of tropical fruit. What I like to do is I like to use my cooling rack to mash the banana down in there. It just keeps me from having to dirty up a cutting board and dirty up a knife. So you just press the banana through, And there you have it. Yay! Look at that. I have all sorts of weird hacks. But if you have one that's a grid, it makes it even better. Or even better yet, if you buy your blue cheese in chunks or wheels, you can easily get that to into crumbles very easily with one of the grid style cooling racks by just pressing it through. Let's go take a look at our bacon. Ah! Stop spitting at me! I wanted you to spit. I'd be expecting something more from you, but it's PG-13, so I can't say that. All right. No, the bacon doesn't swallow. Okay. So, now that I've said that. I'm really loving these Caraway stainless steel pans quite a lot. I've been trying to abuse the living crap out of them. They're still holding their polish really well. They've been through the dishwasher at least a dozen times by now. So I've been using them and using them and using them. I even left the last time that I cooked something in the sauteuse pan, I left it on the stove for about 4 days and let it really cake on really well, just to see how difficult it would be to clean. It was actually not bad. It didn't suck. Just put it that way. Alright, so I still see some pink. I don't like to get my meat all mashed up too much, but I also don't like huge chunks of meat because I like to be able to get that sauce all nice and saucy like, and so on and so forth. So just move it around, bring everything from the edges to the middle, and our bacon is looking good. Not quite there. We want it a little bit on the crispy side, but we don't want to like turn it into cremated pork remains, you know. Nobody likes that kind of negativity in their life. All right. There we have that. Okay. So back to the fruit. Let's go back to the table here while that's still doing its thing. And now we're going to take some shredded coconut. Now, usually you put marshmallows, little miniature marshmallows in here too, but Timmy's not fond of marshmallow. So, it's a texture thing for him, so I don't put it in there. I think his son is also not fond of marshmallows either. So I've always had like 2 versions of it around the holidays. Scratch and PPA and Stephen and Jacqueline are here and welcome, and so is Hen House. Am I missing anybody so far? So the question is, all right, so here's the question. Hey, Briffany. Which one of y'all are still working on their 3,000 watch hours? And the way that I want you to answer is to type a 1. If you're missing your 3,000, okay? If you're past the 3,000, don't put a 1. Those that are working toward their 4,000, I want you to put in a 4. Okay? Thank you, Butler Family Farm. So Katie's Kitchen's still working on her 3,000. Simple Happy Life is still working on her 3,000. Who else do we have? I don't know if Timmy's able to keep track of that. Are you able to keep track of that? Or you want me to keep track of that? Here, I'll do it. Todd Saw's on a 7. That wasn't a thing, but all right. So bacon is starting to smell nice and pretty. Here, I'll get it. Timmy.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So we got Hen House. The Hen House. We got Katie's Kitchen. We got Simple Happy Life. Okay, Simple Happy Life, I got a quick question for you. Do you have 2 channels? Because there's also somebody by the name of Simple Happy Lifestyle that sometimes comes in here. So, close to 200 watt. 200, just 200 watch hours in-house. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Simple Happy Life, Katie's Kitchen. Simon is at 400, or is 4,000. So, Simon, 4,000. 4K, 3K. I'm not going to ask my mods to keep track of all this because it's like, it's just not fair to them. I don't know what 20 is. Alright, am I missing anybody? Anybody else? So if you're missing if you're not quite at your 3,000 yet, type a 1. If you're not at your 4,000 yet, type a 4. So 1 for 3,000, 4 for 4,000. Just started my channel, 200 subs. So where are you at on your watch hours, Shade Tree? And then Simon is at 4th. Needs to get to his 4,000. I'm not sure where Miss Tarot D is, but I know that she doesn't have the little dollar sign on hers yet. So if you haven't gotten your 3,000, type a 1 in the chat. If you don't have your 4,000, type a 4 in the chat. You only have 28, huh? 2 point. Alright, so Devil Dog, really? I thought you were way beyond that. Alright, we'll put you in the 4,000 range. Working to get there. Yes, it's a struggle. And I know it's a struggle because it's taken us 911 days. Oh, we're going to stick you on there anyway, Miss Tarot D. If I could spell. Oh my god, why can't I spell D? Okay, so yeah, Henhouse, one of the things about live streams is that it will help you to rack up hours very quickly. But it also is dependent on, what it is that you're doing your live streams about. So I think Sarah Prestwood is also in the 3,000 range too. I'm just going to guess. Prestwood. We're going to stick her in the 3K. Alright, I'm going to ask this question again a couple more times throughout the live stream. Because we're going to try to help elevate our friends of the Munchie Mafia. And maybe get some watch hours for these folks and help them out so they can get on their way. Because it's really exciting when, one of your people gets to that magical number. All you want to do is just celebrate with them and be happy for them and, be there for them. So, alright, so all we do is just take 1 container of extra creamy Cool Whip and we fold it in, and that's it. That's all it is. 2 bananas, 1 can of Very Cherry, 1 can of Tropical, 1 whole jar of maraschino. We also want 1 small thing of raspberries and 1 small thing of blackberries. We're just going to fold all that together, foldy fold. Now, you always save the berries for last because they tend to get crushed when you keep having a stir. The next thing you know, it looks like the remains of roadkill. That frickin' what it looks like in the middle of the road when a semi truck has hit a deer. You know, the carnage. As you can see, it's starting to turn purple, and I'm barely even folding it. So, foldy fold as best as you can. Try not to mash it down. Or what you could do is you could just put the berries on the very top and let people, you know, serve themselves. Because this is a great potluck food for picnics, family reunions, campouts, cookouts, whatever. Or even just, you know, for everyday eating. We have this for the holidays every year. Christmas and New Year, or Christmas and Thanksgiving, I always make this. Okay, so now it looks pink. The other thing you can do is you can also add Jello to it, but you cut them up, and that's where that grid style thing comes in handy. Is that you could just press the Jello straight through. It makes little tiny cubes, and you can just fold that in like cherry or lime. I would go with lime and orange. You could also throw some a can of drained. You want to fully drain it. Fully drained mandarin oranges. But try to get the whole segments, not the broken pieces. Okay, so there we have that. So it's going to have a little bit of a tartness from the berries, but a lot of sweetness from the fruit. If you're diabetic, use the sugar-free version, and you'll be fine. And of course, cover it up, because that's how you get ants. If anybody knows what that's a reference to, type it in the chat. See if anybody can guess. It's how you get ants. Hey, Windstone, welcome. All right, so we got our ambrosia going. We're gonna flip around, take a look at our stove. Give this a whirly whirl, twirly twirl. Let it have a little bit more heat. And look at that. No stickage at the bottom of the pan, because I've ignored it for a while, but we want to get those onions a bit on the translucent side. So let's come back over to the table and grab this small fry pan. We're going to get some of this bacon out. Okay, I'm going to just drop it right on in there. That should be enough. So we need some for the baked potato. And now that's ready to rock and roll. Now, of course, you can add other things to it. You can also put some radish in there. But I like it just plain Jane. Just like that. Alright, set that aside. Alright, so now this is starting to, some of that liquid is starting to cook off. It's starting to evaporate. And that's what I'm looking for. So we want as much of that to evaporate as humanly possible. And then we're going to also want to strain a little bit of that grease out. If you don't get all of it out, it's all right. It's not going to hurt you. But, oh, God. All right, never mind that. All right, we're going to have to just do this hard way. Move everything over to one side. Just kind of, so I don't have a turkey baster handy. Just, you know, if we get some of it out, we get some of it out. If we don't get all of it out, not a big deal. Or we could just leave it alone. Good enough. Good enough. All right. So now what we're going to need is one 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. No salt added. All right, dumpy dump, right on in there, just like so. And I need my can opener. Where did I put it? There it is. It's over here. What? Whistle stop's also low on. He's not. You haven't hit 4,000 yet either? Good God. Stop home stead. Okay. Yes, you can put pistachios in that too. Yes. Let's see here. Covering alcoholic and bartender. Okay. Never look too hard in that corner, I guess. What? What about my corner? Timmy? What about my corner? Oh, no. Steve did. Said, Tim never really looked into that corner. Which corner? My corner over here? That's all my cooking wines and my cooking alcohols and some of my drinking alcohols, even though I keep my drinking alcohols as separate as humanly possible. Mostly cooking wines. I keep them close by. There's also bottles of other stuff over there that's non-alcohol. Alright, so now we're going to foldy-fold this all together. Mixy-mix it. Alright, and now we need a little bit of vinegar. So apple cider vinegar, we're going to put a couple tablespoons in there. And Worcestershire. We need some Worcestershire. About 2 tablespoons worth of that. We're also going to need some mustard. I like to use Dijon. And what we're going to use is about a 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard. And I like to use Crystal hot sauce. We're going to give it just a little smattering of it in there, okay? Just a little tiny bit. A little bit will do you, okay? We're going to stir this all together. Give it a splash of salt. Now, Sloppy Joe's is supposed to have a little bit of a sweetness to it. And depending on what you already have in your pantry, you can use brown sugar or a sugar substitute like the sugar-free brown or allulose liquid. I do not recommend high fructose corn syrup or corn syrup. It's just not good. I don't like the flavor of that. I mean, it has its uses, but not really. Okay, so I don't like mine too loose. I like mine to have some body so it will sit. It'll sit on the bun. All right, molasses. We want about a 1/2 cup of molasses. And now we're going to stir that together. We're going to let that come to temp. And let that get all happy together. Now we are going to want to give it a tasty taste and see where we're at. Whoops. Lost my spoon. Hey, Judy Mae Collins. Link verification code.
What's the number?
Is it okay to read that over?
Yeah.
922893. What is that? And Blonde Traveling Gypsies also here as well. Okay. Alright, let's give it a tasty taste. Now, if you want it a little bit more wet, you can definitely make it a little bit more wet. Ow. Ah, hot. Why do I do that to myself? Alright. I want a little bit more sweetness, but I want sweetness. So, and I'm also out of brown sugar. So, honey is also another option. And this is Butler Family Farm honey. If I can get it out of the honey bear. Alright. Quarter cup. Alright, there we go. A little bit of sweetness to it. You can also put maple syrup in there if you want. I think it's weird, but I've seen people do it. It's whatever you had access to back in the day. So, I'm not really tasting that. What do I do if it's unhappy? You give it a spanking. That's what you do. And threaten it with the hose. Or a flip-flop. So Timmy is diabetic, so I don't want to overdo it on the sweet. But it's just the right amount of sweet. Alright. That's what she said. Yes. Exactly. That's what I said. Alrighty, Roo. Alright, anybody got any questions? And if you don't want to use Dijon mustard and you want to use yellow mustard, or if that's all you got is yellow mustard, then by all means use yellow mustard. One of the things about, the Depression era was that a lot of the times they just threw together whatever it was that they had in their pantries and made do. So it's okay to play around with the flavor a little bit. But I feel like it needs more sweet. You know what? We're going to supplement it with some of this Lucille's barrel-aged honey. I just want a little bit more sweet to it. And this barrel-aged honey is freaking divine. It's local to Sumner, or local to us down in Sumner. It's bourbon barrel-aged. Went down to the butcher shop and they didn't have any. So I'll have to just keep checking. Yeah, it's not quite bee season yet here. I mean, we haven't really crossed into consistent weather exceeding 75 degrees yet. Alright, let's give it a tasty taste and see where we're at. I'm sure it tastes just fine. Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm not gonna futz with it anymore. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Oh, Smokies. See, back when I was growing up, Little Smokies were the thing, right? They were the thing. We're going to slice some of these up and we're going to toss them in there. I've seen them with hot dogs in there before. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know why my hands are so purple. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to give these a slicey slice. I know why my hands are purple. It's the blackberries. I've got some under my fingernail. Sometimes those berries can be very staining. Alrighty, Rue. Now, one of the other things that I like to make is what's known as a sloppy hog, which is pulled pork with the sloppy Joe sauce. But usually what I do is I put a little bit of orange juice in it, and it gets slaw and bacon and cheddar cheese. And I hit the cheese with a torch. Alright, so let's get some little weenies in there. Because they're little weenies. Alright. There we go. And I'll give it a little bit of a smoky flavor to it. Plus it'll, you know, change the texture just a little smidge. See, my dad used to also put longanisa, which is a Filipino sausage. He'd put longanisa in there as well. Alright. So our potatoes should probably be done, more than likely. Let's take a gander. Yes. Maybe. Are they? Question? Answer. Take a looky here. Be sure to turn that camera on.
Okay. Right in front of you.
Oh, are those new pans, Civi? Yes, these are the Caraway pans. This is the smaller fry pan. This one's a sawtooth pan. They're 5-layer pans. And one of the things I love about Caraway is that they're supposed to be eco-friendly and also non-toxic. We have exotic birds in our household, so one of the things that we have to be very careful with is with some of these non-stick pans that's on the market, if they're overheated to a certain temperature above, you know, the recommended temperature. Let's say you forget it, you're cooking and the doorbell rings and you have to go and answer the door, and you forget about your pan. Your pan is screaming hot. It can emit toxic fumes into your home, and it will cause respiratory failure in birds because of the fumes. Hey, Jody's Genealogy and Sage Tarot, Urban Forest Tarot. Hello, welcome. So with that in mind, we always had to be very self-aware of what we used in the kitchen to make sure that we didn't kill our birds, because we got, like, you know, African greys and blue and gold macaws are very expensive birds. They also live a very long time. They'll probably actually, no, I know for a fact that these birds will outlive us unless something weird happens, right? Rocky is 18 and Bo is just a little bit younger than that. And so with that in mind, we have to keep them as healthy as humanly possible. So we have to be careful with the things that we introduce into our household. So that's where the Caraway pans come in handy, is that they are non-toxic and safe. Now these two are not the non-stick versions, but the non-stick versions that they do have, they have them in various different colors and all sorts of different sizes of pans and pots and lids and specialty lids and organization stuff and all that other stuff. And you can go and take a look at their website to see what kind of stuff they have. Now, we do have a discount code. It's STURRYSTER. Huh? Did you? discount code STORYSTER, and they have several different colors to choose from, and I haven't tried those yet. I'm going to get myself one of the nonstick pans just to give it a whirl and see how it goes. See if I can abuse the hell out of one of those. But these ones are cleaning up really easy and really nice for not nonstick. But one of the things I like, a couple of the other features that I like about these is that they're heavy duty, they're heavy bottomed, so the heat is pretty well even on an uneven cook surface. But also there's a special little notch. I don't know if you can see that little notch under here, under the handle. So when you go to grab the handle, you could feel this little dimple that they put there, so that don't go any further than that, or it could get hot and you could end up burning yourself. But these handles stay pretty cool. This stove had been on a 7 for quite a while, about 40 minutes, and it's like it's about room temp. Actually, it's probably cooler than room temperature. It is pretty hot in this house, but I'm able to hold on to it, and even if I go just a little bit beyond that little dimple, I could feel that it's getting hot, and the closer I get, it's going to be hotter and hotter. So there's that safety mechanism. The lids are pretty damn hefty too. I mean, these are, they got they've got a. Let's go to the big cam up front, Timmy. So this is the lid that came with the sauteuse pan, the big one. The little one doesn't have one, but you can buy one for it. It's pretty heavy duty. It's got rolled edges. The handle is nice. If it's rolled, so it's like, there's no real sharp edge on there. And it's got a really nice vent hole. I can see the camera through. It's right there. And that's a pretty hefty piece of equipment there. I could probably assault somebody with this in the event of a zombie attack. So with that in mind, so far I've only had them out maybe two weeks now, and they've been, even though they say don't put them in the dishwasher, or they recommend against putting them in the dishwasher, I put them in the dishwasher. And the reason why is because we all know that if you're the average home cook, you're not going to read the instructions, and you're not going to pay attention to the fact that they say, please don't put these in the dishwasher. And you're going to put them in the dishwasher anyway. I want to see how long it'll be before that finish starts to degrade. So this is going to be an ongoing review of these two pans as I abuse the living crap out of them. I might even take them outside and cook on open flame and see if the bottoms start to warp, which, that's another thing about this style pan is, or just about any pan for that matter, don't put a bunch of cold water into it when it's screaming hot, because you're going to warp it and cause dimpling and all that other stuff. Hello, just cook the damn food. Anyway, back to our food, all right? Got all caught up in that. Why does my phone keep going off? All right. So we got a big potato, hot potato. These are huge ass potatoes. You know what? That's a bigger potato. I'm just gonna save that one for Timmy. I'll take the littler one because I'm not really all that fond of potatoes. So I hope that answers your question, Tiger. And in ideal circumstances, I'm more than certain that these pans are going to last our own natural lifetime, considering the fact that we're old and ancient, Tiger. You know what I mean? We're old. These pans are going to outlive us under normal circumstances. Okay? So, dessert brownies. Okay? Not sure what happened to my chat. It glitched and everything turned great. You know, that happens to me from time to time. What I usually do is I close out the chat, go back out to the home page on YouTube, and then come right back. Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah, and we got potato buns. We got the nice soft potato buns. Yes, old AF and totally irresponsible. I know, me too, but sometimes I'm willfully irresponsible. There's always a method to my madness, I guess. All right, so toast your bun, don't toast your bun. I don't give a rip. You know, you do you, man. Just you do you. Okay, so now we're going to come over here. We're going to load up our Sloppy Joe with a whole bunch of goodie. Don't forget to turn the stove off, Civvy, so we don't burn the damn house down. So there we have it. Oh, cheese, no cheese, I don't care. I'm putting cheese. And this is Sargento's Smokehouse Cheddar. Only because Tillamook, my favorite cheese, does not have a smokehouse cheddar. At least not that I've found. In sliced, that is. So I like the extra flavor that it imparts. It's not a bad cheese either, for that matter. So there's that. And then now we're going to deck out our potato. So got to pull this apart and pull the little ring. Oh, thank you, Shade Tree, for the jewels. Muchas gracias. And I see that there's also, I keep missing things. Okay, there we go. All right, so sour cream. I like to start with the cold stuff first, so sour cream. And of course some cheese. Because if I'm gonna suffer, I might as well suffer in style, right? Right. All right, a little bit of green onion. Yeah, and of course a little bit of bacon bits. Bring that to me. Because the last thing I need to do is burn my foot. Alright, there we go. Now we've got that. And now a little bit of pea salad, because we do need some vegetables. I don't know where Emily is, but if you ever see Emily, tell her she needs to eat her vegetables. But from what I understand, she does eat peas, but I don't think she eats blue cheese. So we're just going to have to, go without that. All right. Now we got this purple ghetto as F desserty, fruity thing that's so gross that it's good. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, it's one of those things that I look forward to when I go to a potluck. And first thing I hit every time. It don't matter who makes it, unless they're the ones that put the Greek yogurt in there or the, vegan yogurt and all fresh fruit. Because to me, it doesn't work unless it's got canned fruit in it, because that's how I was raised. So anyway, there we have it. Munchie Mafia. Let's go to the upstairs camera and take a look at our beautiful Sloppy Joe and all the trimmings. I'll come over here to the other camera so you can see the side view. So there we go. Sloppy Joe with cheese, purple ghetto as F ambrosia, pea salad, and a giant ass baked potato. And that's our dinner for tonight. I'm looking forward to this. I'm craving these all week. So the question is, for those that have just come in, who has not reached their 3,000 watch hours? If you have not reached your 3,000 watch hours, type the number 1. If you have not reached your 4,000 watch hours, but you've got your 3,000, put put in the number 4. Just cooked the damn food hasn't reached their 3,000 either? What the hell, man? Blonde Traveling Gypsy. All right, so as you can see, there's several people here that have not reached their 3,000. I'm going to read off their names, okay? And hopefully Greg could pop up the links. The Hen House, Katie's Kitchen, Simple Happy Life, Miss Taro D, Sarah Prestwood, Just Cook the Damned Food, Blonde Traveling Gypsy, and then for 4,000 we've got Simon, Devil Dog, and Whistle Stop Homestead. So we have 28 people in chat. If each person in the this is the challenge, okay, guys? If each person watched, see, we got how many people here? We got, let's see here, 3 for 4,000, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 10 people that have hit a number, okay? So there's 10 people here. There's 28 people in here. If each person took a moment this week from today till next Sunday to watch one video or more, depending on the length of the videos, and subscribed to their channel, hit the like button on that video, but also go in and make a meaningful comment about what they liked about that video, but also put the hashtag MMO for Munchie Mafia Official, and tag me in it so I know that you've gone and did your homework, okay? Because then I'll go back and I'll go and watch that same video, and we can have a watch party, a virtual watch party that way. So if everybody could please, you know, even if you even got through half of it, you know, that's you're supporting somebody, and you're helping them out, and making the world a little smaller. It would be great. So with that in mind, Munchie Mafia, again, The Hen House, Katie's Kitchen, Simple Happy Life, Miss Taro D, Sarah Prestwood, Just Cook the Damn Food, Blonde Traveling Gypsy, Yes I Can Barbecue, Devil Dog, and Whistle Stop Homestead. Ace, what do you mean you got 0.3 hours watch time? Well, Double Dog, do you need the hours or do you not need the hours? Well, you, oh my God, you're killing me, Eddie. You're killing me. So, you know, we'd be able to put a little bit of a dent in those numbers if we were able to do that. And next Sunday we'll see where everybody's at, and we'll do it all over again. Go pick another video or more. But don't forget, tag me in it. Hashtag MMO in the comment with a meaningful comment, like and subscribe as well. So anyway, Munchie Mafia, it is that time to spin for the new show up for shout out. for those that have never been here before, the Show Up for Shout Out, we feature one creator, and we spin, because I got accused of it being biased, and I was picking, but I wasn't. We were picking out of a hat. So we're using races so you guys can actually see who's going to be for the new outro. And the new outro, every week, every Sunday, it changes. The outro plays on Sunday and Wednesday of the following week. Okay, so you get 2 opportunities to get you out there. And what you get with that is you get a song. You also get added to the splash screen with your own avatar, which I'm going to be feverishly drawing for the next several days. Okay, unless of course you've already been drawn and have already had a song made. And you get added to the outro, and just about everybody stays for the outro because the song is never the same, because it's dedicated to each individual. And so Ed, really? You too? You guys are trolls, man. You guys are trolls, but I love you. You're trolls, but I love you. You're trolls. Troll. All right. So
You ready?
that's how that works. And so Timmy has been collecting names, and he's going to be popping up the screen here in just a moment. I'm going to take a gander at it. I'm going to start reading the names that he has collected. If you don't hear your name, you have to speak up, or you won't be in the race, okay? So, Belt Loop 29, Simply Jan Homestead, Butler Family Farm, Damoose, Devil Dog, Yes I Can Barbecue, High Plains Camper, Penny Ortiz, Webb's Web, Ace Howdy, Sarah Prestwood, Greg Johnson, The Stock Explorer, Simply Debbie Sue, Sleeper Barbecue, Grills to Gills. Or is it the other way around? I can never remember. Mike's Adventure Sparks, Cindy Dogwood Cottage. You spelled it wrong. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Arlene 1010, Sonal's Nature, Chillin' with David Bennett. Thank you. Shade Tree Cooks, Traveling Whitcombs, Ms. Tarot D, Todd Saw, Whistle Stop Homestead, Katie's Kitchen, Simple Happy Life, Drunken Chef Barbecue, Bear Butler, The Hen House, Hen Haas, okay, Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline, Scratch and Pete PA, Briffany, Blonde Traveling Gypsy, Windstone Chronicles, Judy May Collins, Jody Genealogy, Sage Tarot, Just Cook the Damn Food. All right. I've been doing YouTube for 6 years. I hope I got 4,000. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've only been a regular on your channel, what, a year and a half? I don't know. I don't see your numbers. Hey, Ramon Oracles. Hello. Welcome. Let's add Oracles to there, even though he's showing up. Thank you for the support, Ramon, because he's in the Philippines, so it's like the time zone difference is just, I don't know. What time is it over there in the Philippines, Ramon? It's so nice to see you. We reached our 4K, Ramon. So, talk to Text Eddie. Tiffany, CFL. I did not see CFL in here, but she knows that. Yeah, she knows that the drawings are on Sundays, so she's probably avoiding the Sundays. All right, so let's give it a whirl. Nobody has said anything about my name. Did we get Ice Plains Camper in there? Yep. I don't remember reading it. Thank you, Judy May. Did we get Judy May in there? Yeah. Okay, Judy May's in there. Yeah, no, nothing. I have a bad memory. All right, so I'm going to sit next to Timmy. And what are we racing today?
Hippity hop.
Hippity hops. Oh, hippity hops. Okay. All right. And
Shuffle.
he's shuffling a bunch of times. And there's so many
Shuffle.
names on this thing that it's going to be very hard to see exactly who it is. Yeah, don't forget to mute it. I don't need another copyright strike. So this is 1 minute. Where are we at? You okay?
No, I can't.
You can't what?
There's so many names, it's blocking the volume thing.
Oh, there you go. It's blocked.
Okay.
X.
Here we go.
X marks the spot. Okay, here we go. And we're off to the races. We got 56 seconds left. And so far we've got, I don't know who the hell's up front. I think it's Sarah Prestwood and maybe Todd Saw. I don't know. It could be anybody. It's anybody's game right now. And I don't know who's on the green hoppity hop, but there is somebody up front, but we can't see because the timer's in the way. So I guess it's going to all be a mystery. But then again, they could just fall back and just end up, toward the back of the line. Who knows? Here comes Jody Genealogy. Oh my God, I can't talk today. And Hen House is coming up, and Homestead's falling back. Butler Family Farm is falling back a little bit. Come on. What's wrong? You got a leg cramp there, Jerry? Come on, man. Oracles is coming up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it... Congratulations, Ramon. You have won the Show Up for Shout Out for Sunday. So... for those that have never seen the Show Up for Shout Out, stay till the end. You'll see it. It's pretty cool. And I added something extra to it, and I'm sure that I'm probably going to get a phone call from Devil Dog, who was the winner of the Show Up for Shout Out for this week. So, anyhow, it's all random. It's completely random. But as Tiger says, effing rigged. Hashtag effing rigged. Wait until the goat drops. Yep. Shh. All right. So, as you know, we really hate to say goodbye. So we're just going to have to say a fond goodnight. Maybe just a sad little toodaloo, or till next time, which is going to be Wednesday. And we're going to be doing an outdoor cook, I believe. I think so. Chili verde. And we're doing a pork chili verde. Or maybe even a tata for now. So, no matter what, we'll be somewhere. And I think the next live stream is going to be Butler Family Farm on Monday at what time? 4:30 our time?
No, our time is 3:45.
3:45.
4:45.
5:45 Central Daylight Savings Time on Monday is Butler Family Farm 2005. And chili verde, yes, we're cooking that outside, and that'll be a lot of fun. I love chili verde. I'm sure I'm probably gonna have to cook something else for Timmy because I'm gonna refuse DoorDash. So thank you all for your support and all your love and the super chats and all that other stuff. And thank you for helping us get to the 4,000. Love you a long time. And don't forget, cook with love, eat with passion. Have a good night.
Well, Munchie Mafia, it is that time. We really hate saying goodbye. So let's just say a fond good night or a sad little toodaloo. Perhaps perhaps even that till next time. Or how about a tap for now? We will be here or on Devil Dog, because Eddie Ho needs love too. This has been really fun with all our friends, no matter if you are old or new. So before you let that door slam behind you, fondle that like button lovingly, and then go over to Devil Dog to see his boot. Loving and feedback, fetish, love and bestie, affectionately known as Thanksgiving. Oh, says the Devil Dog. Tonight we shout out to Devil Dog. Give a salute to the fierce Marine. He is Mo, 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 Mo. Mo, 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 Mo. Mo, 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 run. Oh, says the Devil Dog. Thank you, Eddie, for being here and for all that you do. For everyone, the true embodiment, always faithful. Simplify, Eddie. You do this country proud, but for the love, all things sugar free. Can you please learn how to crack an egg? Says the Devil Dog. Adapt and overcome, mighty soldier. Those chickens are relying on you. Says the Devil Dog. Do you really need all those balls I see? Another crop dusting in your future, bro. Says the Devil Dog. Thanks for coming. And please remember to cook with love and eat with passion. Mo, mo, mo. Mo, 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 mo. That Call of Duty ain't playing itself. Eddie, get to it. Now please remember to cook with love and eat with passion. Mo, 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 mo. Mo, 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 mo. That Call of Duty ain't playing itself. Eddie, get to it. Says the Devil Dog.
What are you doing, Simmy?
Huh?
Huh? Simmy?
Hey, you little green prick.
Hey, you little yellow prick.
Is that a prick, or are you just glad to see me? Oh, wait, that's Eddie.
Same thing.